Welcome to Prompt Engineering Basics with Amazon Bedrock. My name is Wanjiko. This is Introduction to Prompt Engineering. Prompt engineering is like learning to ask the right questions. Just like with people, how you ask matters. The better you get at giving instructions or prompts to AI, the more amazing things it can do for you. From answering questions to writing stories, it's an important skill as AI becomes a bigger part of our world. Today, we will explore the basics of prompt engineering. The art of prompt engineering lies in learning how to give the LLM the input it needs to get the output you want. Artful prompting is not a one-size-fits-all, and the best prompt engineering approach is dependent on the task, data, and large language model. This video will cover some common tasks. Let's assume it's our first time making a business insight summary. So we want to ask Amazon Titan for help. Although this is a reasonable response, we can optimize this further with a more effective prompt. As a business strategist, outline the key steps you would take to create a comprehensive business insight summary for a global tech company. Include how you would analyze market share trends over the past year, the process to identify the top 3 performing product lines, a method to evaluate regional performance differences for Q4. For each step, briefly explain your approach and mention one key metric you would use. Limit your response to 300 words and structure it in a clear bullet point format. This new prompt specifies the role, business strategist, provides a clear context, global tech company, outlines 3 specific areas to address, asks for explanations and key metrics, sets a word limit and suggests a format. This structure leads to a more focused and useful response from Titan. Now that we have a baseline of what prompt engineering can look like, let's walk through designing a prompt. How to design an effective prompt. 1. Provide simple, clear, and complete instructions. It's crucial to provide clear and concise instructions. By explicitly stating your expectations and minimizing any potential confusion, you can help the model better understand and respond to your prompt. Let's consider a scenario where you're dealing with a classification task and want the model to select from a specific set of options. A well-crafted prompt would clearly outline these choices for the model to consider. In contrast, a less effective prompt might not explicitly state the available categories, leading the model to interpret the task differently. For instance, without clear category options, the model might produce a more general summary of the input text rather than a specific classification. This demonstrates how the quality and clarity of your prompt can significantly impact the model's output and its alignment with your intended task. 2. Place the question or instruction at the end of the prompt for best results. When crafting prompts, place the main task, instruction, or question at the end. This strategy helps the model focus on the essential information it needs to find. For classification tasks, include the answer choices at the end as well. This method enhances the model's focus, leading to more precise and pertinent outputs. 3. Use separator characters for API calls. Separator characters such as \n can affect the performance of LLMs significantly. For Anthropic Claude models, it's necessary to include new lines when formatting the API calls to obtain desired responses. For Titan models, adding the \n at the end of the prompt helps improve the performance of the model. 4. Use output indicators. What does that mean? If you want the response to come back as a single phrase, bullet points, commented Java code, only using 250 characters, a numbered list, or any other specific format, make sure to put it in your prompt. 5. Control the model response with inference parameters. A bit more technical. LLMs on Amazon Bedrock all come with several inference parameters that you can set to control the response from the models. A few common ones are temperature. Temperature is a value between 0 and 1, and it regulates the creativity of the LLM's responses. Use lower temperature if you want a more deterministic response, and use a higher temperature if you want more creative or different responses for the same prompt for LLMs on Amazon Bedrock. Maximum generation length, or maximum new tokens, limits the number of tokens that the LLM generates for any prompt. It's helpful to specify this number as some tasks, such as sentiment classification, don't need a long answer. Top P controls token choices. Based on the probability of the potential choices, if you set top P below 1.0, the model considers the most probable options and ignores less probable options. The result is a more stable and repetitive completions. End token or end sequence. End token end sequence specifies the token that the LLM uses to indicate the end of the output. LLMs stop generating new tokens after encountering the end token. Usually, this doesn't need to be set by the user. There are more inference parameters that may also change per model, and more information is linked in the description below. Prompt engineering is a crucial skill when working with LLMs and requires understanding the model to create contextual, clear, and precise prompts. Have fun with experimenting with different prompt styles, and remember, specificity is your friend. Thank you for joining me to learn about prompt engineering basics. My name is Wanjiko, and please like, comment, and subscribe to the AWS Developers for more videos like these.